FlossTube. Darcy and me are here for my video number 5. I was going to do one last week. It would have been a 2-week mark, but I just decided to do another week because I didn't have tons of things to show you, and I still don't have tons of things to show you, but I've got a couple of finishes that I didn't have before. They were kind of last minute things that I had to do, and I just wanted to make sure that they were finished, so I finished them just like within the last hour. They're needed at church tomorrow, so without further ado, let me show you those. One of the things I do for our church is I make baptism cloths that the parents can take with them, parents can take with them as a memento of the day, as our pastor puts it, so they don't just have a piece of paper. What I did was, we have this wonderful lady, her name is Janice, at work, or at church, and she makes the most gorgeous, this doesn't even close to doing it justice, and it's only part of it, so you can't really see it, but she makes the most beautiful banners. She makes out of felt, and this is the one that always goes up on one of the walls when we have a baptism. And we actually have 2 tomorrow. We have 2 sisters who are both having their sons baptized. One is close to a year and a half, I think, and the other is just a little over a year. We might have had 3. The younger one has a new baby sister, but I guess either both or one of the godparents for Lily can't be there tomorrow, so we're just doing the 2. I already had one done and at the church, and so I had to make at least one this week. I decided to go ahead and make both of them because Lily will be baptized, and that way it's already done and I can concentrate on Christmas gifts, which is what I really need to do right now. Anyway, I do these on, this is something that I designed from that banner. I do them on bread cloths, and that is what they look like. I'm pretty proud of that. I think that's pretty awesome, pretty close. And so they will each get one. Here's the other one. As I said, they look the way they're supposed to, so that's the important thing. And they will be given these during the service tomorrow as a keepsake. Since they're washable, it doesn't matter if they're going to a baby, they're all washable. It's 3 colors of DMC that I use. I use Charles Craft bread cloths. White bread cloths. I find them to be the most pliable and the easiest to work with. Interesting thing is I did used to sew all the time when I did cross stitch. In other words, going into one and coming up the other without the poke method, which is what I use mostly now. And I don't really use that much anymore. I just like the way the stitches lay better. But on those, I can do the sewing, and they go really, really fast that way. I did those in about, both of those in about 3.5 days, maybe 2 hours a night. And then last night I did 3, and then I finished doing the fill-in on the shells today and outlining the lines from the shells this afternoon. So they work up really fast, and they're just something I like to be able to give to the church, use my talent for the church, and I enjoy being able to give it to them. So I do plan on making one more, so there is an available one at church in case we have a last minute baptism for someone. We did have some baptisms a couple of baptisms that were actually older children. One, I think she was 10, somewhere between 10 and 15. And what I did was I took my pattern and I adapted it, and she got a bookmark with the same thing on it. So I try and make it, there's no reason for her to have a baptism cloth, but I knew that a baptism bookmark would be something that she could use and she could put in her Bible, and it would be a nice keepsake for the day. So that as I said, I want to make one more. I have the cloths, but I can't get 996 DMC, which is what I use for the blue on that. I went to Joann's today and they didn't have any, so guess I'm going to have to find one of my my stores, my brick and mortar stores that have I have a website, and I'll order it through them so that I have it when I do it. I don't have very much left. As a matter of fact, if you want to see, yeah, that's all that I have left on it. So that's what I used. Yeah, there's not a lot left there, but there was thankfully enough that I could get these two done. And now I have one for the two people, for Waylon and for Remy tomorrow, and Lily will be baptized probably before Christmas, I'm guessing. Then I'll make a new one to have as a spare at church. But I needed to work on Christmas gifts, and I wanted to get both of them done to go with the one that was already done, so there will be 3 available for the families. So that's kind of what it was. So, okay, so what I've been working on since I finished Oliver's stocking. I did work some on Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. I don't have tons more done, but I did get this part down here. Go the right way, Mary. This part here I got started and outlined, so I'm starting to make progress on it. I'm getting closer to getting the first page done. I will probably work on it some more after I get Christmas gifts done. Just trying to get things ready so I'm not scrambling at the last minute, which is what I usually do, but I'm trying not to do that this year. So yeah, so that is Long Dog Samplers. That's Ice Blue fabric, and it is DMC's Northern Lights variegated. It's 4215. So the information on those will be in the notes below. So that is that one. Something else I did today, I picked up the finishing fabric for the 2 stockings. Next Saturday I hope to have those completed. And if I do get them done next Saturday, I promise I will do a small video so you guys can see them, because I'm excited to get those done. So the other thing that I was working on was Nature Gives. And I have more of the summer one done, and it is so pretty, just so pretty. I have the top down here, so let me get it straight so you can see it. Started working on getting the border done. So here is Nature Gives. Isn't that pretty? The sky up here is just so gorgeous with the sunrise or sunset. It may have been a sunset. You can kind of see that I did the couple of the sails on the boats that are here in the lake. I'll be doing that soon, and of course all the green, that's all the trees and everything are done around that. Next down below that will be these gorgeous pink and dark pink bushes that are in there, floral bushes. So yeah, so I'm really happy with getting that done. It's going to be so pretty, and I think what I'm going to do though is I am going to continue to work on the border here and go down over and down around the side, and then I'll actually finish the outlining on the flower pot from above, and then that section will actually be completely finished. Once I finish this section, I think I'm going to go up above the spring one and start working on the words that are at the top. So before I continue on down below for the autumn section on there. So that is kind of what I've been doing. As I said, doesn't seem like a lot, but after working so frantically on getting the stockings done before the end of this month, which is what I really wanted to do. I haven't stitched every single night, I will admit that. I don't like to do that, but sometimes when you concentrate on something for a really long time, you do kind of need to take a break. So I am doing that right now, and I found out last Saturday, no, I found out on Sunday afternoon that I would need to do the baptism cloths. So that I kind of had to concentrate on this week to make sure that it got completed in time. And I just decided, I know they only needed the one, but I just decided to go ahead and do both of them this week, so then I can go back to doing the cross stitch for the Christmas gifts. So I can show you what I'm working on right now. It is one of the Christmas gifts. I'm pretty certain that the person isn't even aware that I do cross stitch pieces, and she wouldn't know it's going to be for her either anyways until she gets it. So I will show you that. I'm doing a a trivet. I've got some plastic trivets that I've had for a while, and I decided to go ahead and utilize one of those. And if you can see it, this is a Zweigart pattern book, and then what I'm doing is this one right here in the middle on the bottom. She's a little gingerbread. It's a little gingerbread lady. If I find the right place so I can focus. She's got this sign in front of her that says Gingerbread 5 cents on it, and she's wearing a red scarf. So I'm enjoying kind of working on her. Before I had to stop to work on the bread cloths. I got this much done. Isn't that going to be cute? It will fit very nicely, I think, in the gingerbread pieces, or in the gingerbread pieces. In the trivet pieces, they're about 5 by 5, so, and this one's around 4 by 4. So I am actually using 28 count Monaco Evenweave. Probably bought it at, it's white, probably bought it at Joann's when it was on sale, either Joann's or at Walmart. And I got to thinking that I probably could have gone to Walmart to see if they had the fabric, but I really didn't want to go into Walmart because Saturdays are crazy, and I just didn't want to take the chance of doing that. So yeah, so that I decided that was probably the best thing to do. Really that's kind of all I have for you. I do have something that I can show you that I did finish. These were designed by my friend Jan. She Tree of Life Designs. We had at the very last retreat that we had for her that she sponsored. She made these pieces for us, and she made these she made this set for us. She designed this set for us, I should say, and it included forgot what these are called. That's terrible. I'm sorry, but it's the little things that you can put on your scissors to make sure that they don't go anywhere. And I can't for the life of me think of what it was. But TOLS is Tree of Life Samplers Retreat. It was in 2012. Isn't that cute? I just love that. So these were all supposed to be pre-stitched before we got there, and then we put them together once we got there. It's got the fuzzy thread, they're not really called, I guess it would be considered trim, yeah, fuzzy trim that's on it, and it was stitched together, as you can see, with just cross stitches all the way around. That's all it is. And so that one is that, and I often use it as a pin cushion. As you can see, I've got a little heart thing on there that I often use to mark the middle of my fabric before I start stitching on something. So that was the one. There was also one of these wonderful little pillow things that I can also use to stick pins in. It's got the blue fuzzy trim on it, and this one was all hand stitched together. I did put it together myself, which I'm completely thrilled about. So that is that one. It's got really cute, a little the bird and the crown and everything on there. And there is actually, I think that is, yeah, and the little white sheep that's kind of hard to see because of the glare of my so yeah, so that was that one. And the last thing that we did was a needle keep. And I am extremely proud of this because I actually, we were able to, we were explained how to put it together, and we were welcome to do it by hand, but there was so much sewing with this because it's got the fabric on the inside for the little pocket, and getting all that in there, and I was just afraid that it was going to be just too hard for me to do that way. So I brought it home unfinished, and I finished it on the sewing machine, which also completely floored me because I really didn't think I'd be able to do that because I'm not a big fan of sewing. But anyway, so it's got the year and my initials and that pattern on one side, and this gorgeous tree on the other side with that same little sheep there in the corner. And as I said, it was all designed by Jan, and then there's the blue fuzzy stuff again to keep it closed, but I very rarely keep it closed. I keep it open all the time because I'm getting needles and stuff out of it all the time. I've got them all lined up in there. So so yeah, so those are some finishes that I had before that I keep together. So that's going to be it today, I think. I have work to do on Christmas gifts, so I'll be working on those for the next few weeks, trying to get all that done in time. The only thing that really needs to be done and get in the mail is Oliver's stocking, because Scott's got to go up into Wisconsin, and I want to make sure that it doesn't get, it gets there at a decent time and not too close to Christmas, so he can have fun with seeing it hanging in their apartment. So I'm gonna I've redone this last part of the video because I was rambling a bit much. So I've actually got two kitties now. I've got Darcy now. She's moved to my lap. She was sitting next to me like she usually does, and then I have Colton back there in the corner. He's taking a nap. So I rambled a little bit, and I just decided I'd redo it. So it's a learning experience, definitely. So one thing I wanted to do that I forgot to do yesterday in the video was to show you what I'd like to be working on. So I went in my stash and I found this absolutely adorable pair of pilgrims by Lizzie Kate. They're stand-ups, and both patterns are in here, as well as the instructions on how to put them together, which is going to be really cool. I think I might try these this coming summer, so I can have them up and out. Mom's got a pair of resin pilgrims up, but I'd rather have my cross-stitch ones up. So yeah, so this is what I would like to be stitching on. They're very, very cute. She's holding a pie button. There's a pie button there. It's so cute. But that is what I would like to be stitching on right now if I were doing something for Thanksgiving this week. So that's going to be it. I want to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please stay healthy, play it safe, and social distance. I know that's hard right now. We want to be with our family during the holidays, but I think it's just a better idea to stay separate right now if at all possible, and do some celebrating via video. There's always Facebook meetings. I used that a couple weeks ago with 3 of my cross-stitch friends from across the country, so it was a lot of fun to do that. We talked for an hour and a half, had a great time. And so yeah, so that's kind of what you kind of need to do. Facebook meetings is free, meeting rooms is free. Zoom is okay if you're for 45 minutes for a check-in with Grandma and Grandpa with the kids. So that's pretty cool. And I think Google has Google Meet too as well. So there's ways to do it, and it's a way to keep everybody safe right now. We'd like to be all together for Christmas too, and I think by sacrificing what we're going to do for Thanksgiving, we're going to be okay for that. So so yeah, so Mom and I are going to be doing our own little one here. We usually go over to my brother and sister-in-law's, and then we have a big family thing there, but we decided not to do that this year because it was better for everybody. So Everybody have a wonderful holiday, and I'll see you in 2 or 3 weeks. I do want to do one more video before Christmas, so that's the plan anyway. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you all to all of you who have made the wonderful comments, and all my new subscribers. I'm just still amazed by that. So have a great time, and catch you next time. Bye.